Hello, SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar, and this is us. And today we are moving on to the next proof song. So we checked out Born Singer. That was the last one that we did. The next songs on the album are No More Dream, N.O., and Boy in Love. We already checked out those three.
Yes, with our Rise of Bangtan journey. Yes,
so I will leave a link in the description for those if you guys want to watch it. What we're thinking about doing for those is checking out live versions of them, but those are going to be put onto our Patreon because YouTube hates live versions of things. They just block the video usually, unless we change the opacity to where you basically can't see it and blah, 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 blah. So we'll probably just put those over on our Patreon if you want to check them out. The next one that we're going to check out is Danger.
Yeah.
Bleep.
RM. Writing. Jungkook playing that piano.
Yeah.
Can he actually play?
I hope so.
I love this. It's showing all the things that they like to do.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool intro.
Okay. Okay, this is some cool choreography. I like that. The formation that they're in.
Yeah, I agree.
나 삐지겠던 적이나 있었니? 너 귀여니? 나 침몸이 생기길 네가 다 사랑하는 기적이 내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아
I like the color of his hair.
I know!
너라 여자 분심을 수색중 고작 보내준 게 문자 두세 줄 이게 내가 바랬던 연애 꿈 바람만장 러브소리 다 어디 갔나 드라마 나온 주인공들 다 저리 가너 때문에 수백 번 저잡는 머리카락 넌 당당 그저 당당 난 저 빵빵 money 난 내게 money 너보다 네 친구에게 전해든 내 소식 원해 너를 원해 너란 여잔 사기꾼 내 맘을 흔든 범인 우리 붙기 전부터 내 맘 다 쓰고 일방적인 구애들 해봤자 헛수고 너에게 난 그저 연인이 아는 우정이 편을 쓸지도 몰라 I'm on the loose 내가 없는데 난 너로 가득해 미칠 것 같아 근데 왜 이러는데 왜 밤을 만들어 난
Okay.
이제 경고해 헷갈리게 하지마 장난해 나 도대체 내가 뭐야 만만해
Okay, so we've got the edginess.
Yeah, I was like, that was super edgy. I felt like I almost cut myself on all that edge. Don't worry, guys. We're going to read the lyrics on dual set, and then we're just going to talk about it a little bit.
Yes, we will read them, but we will not make you sit there and listen to us read them.
Yeah.
Not this time, anyway. So that was definitely young BTS.
Yeah.
It is full of teenage angst and hormones, young men dealing with attraction, just like the young struggles of love, you know, is definitely what I'm hearing here. And it all sounds very young. Young is the best word to describe it, because I don't want to say immature, because it's not that it's immature. It's more that it's inexperienced.
Yeah.
And like unlived. Because when you haven't done any of those things or gone through certain things that relationships will put you through, then your perspective is completely different.
Well, and it's like the things that they were talking about were pretty trivial, you know, about like maybe not texting back.
Yes.
With enough words. You know, it's like these like smaller things when compared to when you get into a serious relationship as an adult, and you know you have more life experiences and like other things going on. Those things seem kind of small in the scheme of things. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how young love is. Everything seems like overly dramatic in your brain. You'd be like, "Wow, you only said like 4 words. Are you breaking up with me?"
Yes.
Like it's an actual thing, you know.
It is a
you
real
just can't
thing.
rationalize when you're younger sometimes.
It's just like, I think the lack of lots of life experience is what makes all of those things seem so big. Because there's so much emotion tied into it. So it feels so overwhelming when you're younger. And then I think growing up, it's like exposure therapy.
Exactly. You become desensitized to some things.
You get desensitized to the extreme ups and downs of like regular interactions and things like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel so big. Obviously, those things are still there, but it doesn't feel so monumentous. I think that their singing in this was really nice. It was very catchy. You can hear them getting really good at finding all of their hooks.
Yes.
Through the songs, and making it so that crowd participation can happen, which they've been pretty good at from right out of the gate. Yeah,
it's something that they've been like focused on since the very beginning.
Yes, and I think it just has to do with the Korean music industry, the way that it is. Crowd participation, because of the shows and stuff that they do, is very important.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it would be included in the writing style.
I feel like the only place where like I thought maybe it was kind of weird was the pre-chorus, because like everything was just so like edgy, and then the pre-chorus was like kind of
soft.
Yeah, like it kind of flip-flopped a little bit. So at first, when it first did it, I wasn't really sure about it, but as I listened to the rest of the song, I didn't really mind it that much. You know, that was the only area where I was like, okay, that was an interesting way to take the song. I don't know if I would have done it myself, but like, it was definitely an interesting choice, and of course, it was good. So.
Yeah, and I think that they used that to try and flip flop between the hard masculine, you're in danger, don't mess with me, and the I just have feelings for you and I love you and I just kind of want you to be more affectionate towards me, because when you're not, it makes me sad. Right, yeah. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah. So I think that they use the music to kind of show both those sides too.
I agree. Like, I really liked how they had like a really heavy beat in it. I just like that kind of stuff just in general. Yes. And they had like some ear candy stuff vocally with like Yaz or as or something like that. That was really interesting, and it wasn't like too overbearing or anything like that. It was just a nice little little clutch. Yeah, I thought it was nice, and then I loved how edgy they all looked in this one. It's just more my style anyway. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was weird because like I think it was V was like cutting his hair. I think he was the one with the long hair. I could have been wrong. I don't really know. But whoever was cutting his hair, like dad almost kicked in. And I was like, don't do it. It's going to look terrible. Like, you don't think it will, but it probably will. Don't do it. Like,
don't do it.
Please, I'm begging you. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure they probably put like a wig on him because at the end it does show him actually cutting it. There's no way that they would let that happen. They're like, no.
Unless he was planning to go much, much shorter than that.
True, yeah, exactly. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed the beginning because it was showing different aspects of all of their personality. I liked that. And like they still kept it like looking really edgy and aesthetic as they showed it and showed them doing things like hobbies that we know that they enjoy. So I like how they tied that into the music video as well while keeping it all edgy. I like the camera angles and the lighting choices that they had.
I feel like the choreography like matched all of it too. It was like a little bit more on the like aggressive side.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. And they had, a lot of the like water play and like, some fire and like the grocery carts behind them and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I think the whole aesthetic was really nice for it.
I liked it a lot. There's something about wet hair. It looks really good in music videos.
It does. It looks super cool.
Yeah, it really does.
It does. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
It just always looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Water just looks cool and like everything.
I know. What is it with water making stuff super cool?
Yeah.
I know that this is from the Dark and Wild album that they were working on while they were doing American Hustle Life. So it's really cool to hear like the work that they were putting in behind the scenes of all of that.
Yeah, they were really worried about like how it was going to turn out, but I'd say it turned out really well.
Yes.
I think they did a great job, so.
I agree, and I liked the heavier sound. I'm not sure if that was like their choice, or if it was production crew and stuff they were working with at the time, but I really liked it. Thanks
for watching. If you made it this far, please considering liking and subscribing. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us there. No pressure. But until next time,
remember that we love you.
Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.
And you're only in danger of us giving you a hug.
Bye.
Bye, guys.